big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. I know I haven't talked about this in a while, and I feel like I should give you kind of like an update on what my type is. Now, I know, in a woman, I know that a lot of you think that just because I don't have a job or a license or any of that stuff, that I can't have a type of woman that I would like to date in the future. But I do. And that's what I wanted. I haven't, like I said, I haven't talked about this in a long time. And this may change like 5 years down the road. It may change 10 years down the road. But I just thought I'd like go over what my type is. Now, this isn't definitive. This is more like a 25% on the 100% scale of what my type is. The hair color could change, the eye color could change, the body type could change, the famous or not famous thing could change, but most likely, and it's just me, it has to be someone famous. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I know that sounds unrealistic, and all these things. I understand that a lot of you may not get it, but I'm just explaining to you that this is my type. Now, hair color it's a wide range. It could be blonde, it could be brunette, it could be curly, it could be straight, it could be short, it could be long. What other stuff could it be? It could be bald, or it could be shaved head, or it could be a pixie cut, or it could be like down to her ass. Not ass. I shouldn't say ass. Her butt. It could be pink. It could be green. It could be blue. It could be any color, basically, any length. It could be any of that stuff. Now, as far as eyes, it could be any color eyes. It could be blue, hazel, green, purple, white, red. That one might be a little more weird. It could be any eye color, basically. And it has to be, like I said before, it has to be someone that's, famous, whether it's a YouTuber, a TikToker, a actress, a model, anything but a porn star, basically. I will not date a porn star. I will say that. That's the one thing I will draw the line at. And it doesn't matter. I've said this time and time again. It doesn't matter how big her boobs are. That she could have small boobs, medium-sized boobs. I probably won't go as far as large. I'd say the biggest size I would go is a C cup, and I've said that before on this channel. And she has to kind of the age thing is kind of a concern for me, but it doesn't have to be that big of a concern. As long as she's anywhere between, let's say 25 and 40. Any age group between 25 and 40. And sure, there are nice, generous, kind-hearted women that may not be for me, that are 20 to 24 or 41 to, let's say, 50, that or maybe even like, let's just say 42 or 43, from 25 to 43. I know that's a big age gap, but I'm going to be 35 next year, and it's okay to have a 25-year-old or not 20. I shouldn't say that. That makes me sound like creep and bad. And I'm not intending to be like that. I'm just explaining what my type of woman is. And it doesn't have to be a skinny girl or a big girl. Somewhere like right around the middle. And it's okay whatever she is. Her skin, her background, it doesn't matter to me all that much on that front. And there's nothing wrong with big girls. Or not big girls, big women. I just want to make that perfectly clear. I like listening to Lizzo's music. I don't mean to be disrespectful to anyone who's a a big woman or anything of that nature. All I'm saying is that, me personally, I'd like to date someone who's, and she doesn't have to be like, I don't want her to be above like 6'3", 6'4", or even 6'2". I don't want to be her too much taller than me, and I don't want her to be, and I'm not trying to discriminate against anyone who's short or anyone who's tall. I prefer, this is just for me personally, I prefer someone who's like anywhere between 5'1" and let's say 6 feet. Somewhere in that range. And I'm not saying you guys have to find me anyone, because that's not the point of this vlog. I'm just giving you a description of my ideal woman. And it may not... There may be a lot of you out there who think that this is being insensitive or rude or discriminatory, which it's not. None of that... It doesn't matter what skin color she is. It doesn't matter... what her background is. It doesn't matter how tall she is. It doesn't matter what hair color she has. It doesn't matter what eye color she has. It doesn't matter her boob size. Like I've said this so many times. I'm just giving I'm not saying that there's, a perfect woman out there, because not everyone's perfect. I'm not perfect, and no one's perfect, really. We're all imperfectly perfect. Let's just put it that way. And I wish I could, definitively say what my ideal woman is definitively, but I want to be open-minded, basically, in the world of YouTube, the world of acting, the world of modeling or music or YouTube or whatever it is. It's gotta be someone famous. That's the only definitive thing that I will say about my ideal woman. She has to be famous. And maybe I will change my mind, but as of this moment and going into the future, she has to be famous. Whether it's a movie I've watched of hers, whether it's a YouTube channel of hers that I watch, or whether it's a model that I follow, or in a respectful manner, or something along those lines. And this may sound mean or rude, and I have no intentions of it being that way. Just to make that perfectly clear to you all right here, right now. Like I said earlier in this vlog, it doesn't matter what hair color she has. It doesn't matter how long or short it is. It doesn't matter if it's curly or non-curly. It doesn't matter what color eyes she has. It doesn't matter her boob size. It doesn't matter. And none of that matters. Some of it matters, but it doesn't matter completely when I'm looking for a woman. She has to be kind. She has to be smart. She has to be funny. She has to be willing to go on an adventure. Even though I don't go on adventures personally myself, she has to have those qualities, and those are important to me. And I like curly hair. I like straight hair. I like all different colored hairs. I like different colored eyes. I like, anything from an A cup to a C cup in boob size, and it doesn't matter. It matters a little bit, but it's just small things that are just not. It's not about the way she looks. It's about the way she is. Her personalities, what she brings to the table. If she's, like I said, say she's funny, say she's smart, say she's kind, say she's generous. All those things play a part in making my decision on which woman I decide to date. Now, I realize that most of you guys are going to say I have way too high of standards, but I don't. If you watch this entire video, you'll understand that it doesn't matter what length hair she has. It has no interest in me what color eyes she has, what boob size she has. None of that. It helps. It helps in some way, shape, or form, but it doesn't. It could be, like I mentioned earlier, it could be purple hair, it could be pink hair, it could be blue hair, it could be blonde hair, it could be brunette hair. It could be black hair. It could be white hair. It could be silver hair. It could be... And the age thing is definitely something that I'm looking for. Someone between the age of 25 and 43. Somewhere in that age range. And someone who is anywhere between blue and green and hazel and brown and whatever eye color, basically, that exists in this world. Could be white eyes. It could be purple eyes. It could be red eyes. Any eye color, basically, is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. And with that being said, I want to move on to a little thing I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to start it today or tomorrow or start it on Saturday, but at some point I'm going to start watching some more movies on iTunes or Apple or whatever you call it. And I think I'm going to start with Top Gun Maverick. Because that's a movie that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off. And I heard so many good things about it. And there's so many other great movies that I have just recently purchased that are going to be interesting to watch. Like The Knights of the Zodiac. What's some other movies I got? Just a few other movies as well that I got that I can't think of right now. But with that being said, we've got a couple birthdays to wish today, so let's just dive into that. I want to wish Camila Mendez a happy birthday. I'd like to wish Kaylee Melissa a happy birthday and Colette Butler a happy birthday today as well. And that's it for birthdays on Instagram. The next time we have a birthday on Instagram is not until the 2nd of July, which is Sunday. And we have 3 birthdays on YouTube tomorrow. And then that's it for birthdays in the month of June. And I will see you all tomorrow with a brand new vlog. Practice. I know I haven't said this all that much lately. Practice self-love as much as possible. And then once you mastered it completely, that's when your real love, the true, honest, real love story will happen. For each and every single one of us, whatever sexuality we are, whatever it is for each one of us. So, anyways, bye-bye.